The price of freedom is death. We're coming to get our check.
Black first, my brothers and my sisters. Be one salute to every single last one of you all. And how are you guys doing? Thank you guys for tuning in. It was a little thing going on. How are you guys doing? Y'all lock in. Y'all stay in here. Y'all come in. We're gonna have a good discussion, and we're gonna have live call-ins later on this evening because I want to hear what the family has to say. What the family has to say about the rally for reparations, brothers and sisters. I'm just getting back. My flight from DC was today. So I'm literally just getting back. I ain't slept. I did eat, but I ain't slept yet. I'm I, I'm in this mix of like being tired, but I do have energy. So I'm excited for this. I'm very excited for this. The rally was a huge, huge, huge success. Okay. Let me hold on. Let me check on one thing real quick because want to make sure. Is my sound okay to you guys? Because this is my sound. Let me know if my sound is okay because it's coming back like a little muffled. It's coming back a little muffled on my end. If y'all good, okay. If y'all good, I'm good. If y'all good, I'm good. Okay. First thing I want to do is thank every single last person for showing up. You guys together made a big, big difference. Okay. This is not a small thing. This is not a light thing. We're not just doing this just because it's fun or just because we want to be around each other. Even though it is fun, even though we are around each other, even though the vibes this time, even more so than last time, was like a family reunion vibe. It was like a family reunion. Everybody was there, and it wasn't this awkward thing. The last time, not to say it was awkward, but the last time was really the first time a lot of people really got to see each other. It was the first time you all got to see me. I got to see you guys. I got to see Tariq. I got to see pretty much everybody. It wasn't until then I hadn't met anybody really before the first rally for reparations. So it was that kind of like the awkward stage of meeting people. Not that it was awkward because people connected very quickly, but the second time, it was almost like since we've met the first time, a lot of us have met the first time, and since we've been so connected over the course of the last couple years through YouTube, through Twitter, it's like everybody already knew each other. It's just we haven't seen each other face to face. A lot of us have not seen each other face to face. So being able to see each other face to face after talking for so long, it just had a very warm, welcoming energy to it. Okay. A lot of people who came this time were also on the expo in Dallas last year, and then the reparations rally the year before. So this is like your third time meeting people. So it was a really good vibe, a really positive energy. Okay. Um, there were some things though, and I know you guys are excited to call in, and I want to hear what you guys got to say. So y'all stay tuned because we will be having that. There were some things that they tried to do to really set it off. There were some things that they tried to do to kind of throw the reparations rally off. There was another rally. If you guys were there, you guys understood that there was a completely separate rally, had absolutely nothing to do with our rally. A completely separate rally that they scheduled at the same place, essentially at the same time. Uh for it was some type of Black Lives Matter. Believe it or not, it was it was like the Black Lives Matter organization setting up some rally or something like that. It was a very weird thing. Nobody knew what they were like rallying about. You know what I'm saying? Um Originally, They were supposed to start their rally at 2, but essentially we shut that down. To be honest, we didn't tell them, but we kind of told them. It was kind of like, hey, we starting and we gon' this is about to be popping at 2 o'clock. If y'all start at 2 o'clock, it's gonna be you're gonna disrupt what we have already going on, which is gonna make these people very upset. And it's gonna get ugly if these people not that we promoting anything, but like these people are not gonna like y'all trying to cut us doing that. That's just too disorderly. Y'all not gonna really have a successful rally if y'all start in the middle of the rally that is like what 20 feet away from you. We can't have a successful rally because our noises are gonna conflict with each other. Y'all not gonna have one, so let's not do that. So then they said, okay, we'll do it at 4. We'll start our stuff at 4 whenever you guys are done. Because we said, okay, about 4 o'clock, that's when everything will be done. We be kind of wrapping up and everything. Y'all can start because then all of the speakers would have been done. So that's what was supposed to happen. It was first off very kind of it was suspect. I'm not even gonna say kinda. It was suspect the fact that they DC gives us so much problems when it comes to setting this rally up. Shout out to Tariq. First off, shout out to Tariq because the the pushback that they was giving him to set this up, it takes a strong person to stand firm and to continue to do this because the pushback that he was getting for this, a lot of people would have just quit. A lot of people would have been like, nah, I'm good. Especially because you're not making any money off of this. You're not making a bag off this. Tariq's not selling anything. He's not selling any tickets. You know, he's not making any money off this. Actually, money is coming out of his pocket for this. So it's not like, it's beneficial to him as much as it is for the people. So that's why he's doing it. So shout out to him for that. So with the pushback he got with that, we weren't able to sell any merchandise. And what's interesting, a lot of people pointed out too that there was other people selling merchandise like right around the corner. Now there was no way at all we can sell merchandise connected to our event. They was all like, "Oh, you got to do this. It got to be cash. There got to be designated police officer there to watch over." It was a whole bunch of weird rules. They create this long laundry list of rules. They wouldn't allow us to have any food. They wouldn't allow us to even have a food truck. Okay. Now notice for the ones who were there, notice they wouldn't allow us to sell anything. They wouldn't allow us to have any food, but there was a food truck there, or like an ice cream truck there. There was an ice cream truck, and there was people selling stuff on the other side, like right around the corner. Yeah, I'm so serious. I'm so serious. We tried to do that because we was like, man, it's gonna be hot. People are gonna want to stay because this last time it was in winter. So it was even though it was warm in winter, it was still in winter. So the weather was kind of okay. This time it's summer, it's hot, it's 90 something degrees. People are gonna, want to buy something to drink and refresh themselves. We can't provide no food. You know what I'm saying? We can't sell no merchandise, but they are allowing other folks to sell merchandise. So DC is playing weird little sabotaging games. You know what I'm saying? They playing weird games and they're allowing now, mind you, we got the rally for reparations first. That was first. We got that first. They're allowing some other Black Lives Matter, whoever rocks with that Black Lives Matter rally, essentially a get out the vote. That's pretty much what it is. It was some type of like Black Lives Matter, get out the vote for the Democrats and everything like that. That's essentially that's what it was. They're allowing them to get a permit because you got to get a permit. So it's suspicious and it's a very sabotage like that you give the permit to one person and say, okay, this is the permit that you have. And then you're going to give a permit to another person for another rally at the same place at the same time. Why would you do that unless you wanted the second rally to conflict with the first rally. So that was a real sabotaging thing that they were doing. Now, luckily, nobody showed up to that second thing. Nobody came. Nobody came. Nobody came. It was so dry. It was so dry. Nobody came. Nobody. Now, what's interesting though is they were doing some in the middle of our speeches, they were starting to do like they was starting to do sound checks. They weren't supposed to do that till after we were done, because we ended a little bit before 4 o'clock. So that's when they should have started doing the sound checks. They were doing the sound checks around like 1 o'clock, something like that. I remember that because when I was on stage, I kind of stopped because I'm like, okay, is there an issue? um I'm hearing I'm hearing them do the sound checks, and it's kind of froze for a couple seconds to be like, okay, like is something wrong? Do I need to stop for a second? Is there like a technical thing? As I'm speaking, I'm just hearing stuff from the other side, and it's kind of throwing me off a little bit, you know. Um yeah, there was distractions going on. They was kind of messing my thing up a little bit. They didn't stop nothing. They didn't stop me, clearly. I still stood on business. I still was there representing, but their sound checks from the other rally started going off. If I don't know if you guys heard it, but I heard it. It started going off, and I stopped and I looked to the side a few times, like what's wrong? And then I'm like, okay, well, you know what? I'm just gonna keep doing what I'm doing. But they did that a couple of times. And I don't think I'm the only one who went through that too. So they was kind of trying to sabotage it a little bit. You know what I'm saying? By doing sound checks while people are speaking, knowing that that's going to throw people off. So yeah, they was yeah, they did that. You said I did good. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate you guys. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all. Um One thing I got is, first off, I want to show everybody. Let me show you some of the pictures. Let me get to some of the pictures that we have here, showing it on my screen. Shout out to everybody who was there, because I'm gonna tell you, it's a lot of work putting that together. It really is. Once again, shout out to Tariq. Tariq he selected an excellent team. Shout out to Ola. That's his like right hand man when it comes to events and stuff. That man, I think he can teleport. I think he can teleport. He just be one place, then another place, and another place. Always working, always doing something. Brooke, phenomenal sister, did a great job. Layla, great, great job. She was charismatic. She was energetic. Great job. So shout out to them. You know, they did an excellent job. Why am I not sharing the screen? I'm being distracted. I am being distracted. Let me see some. Okay, so I got some of the pictures up. Let me show you guys some of the pictures. Oh, okay. So these are some of the pictures that we have, and then I'm gonna show you right here. Let me see. So people is there going around. That's a great picture. You must have took that on some type of like 4K camera, because that picture is phenomenal. That's an absolutely beautiful picture right there. Um, And as you can see here, that's our sister Vicky Dillard. Everybody, a lot of people loved. I didn't hear all of what Vicky had to say, but I heard the crowd's reaction. Let me see if I can make this a little bit bigger for y'all. Hold on. I can make that little bit bigger though. Okay, that's Vicky Dillard. Shout out to Vicky. That's Black Alpha. You know, and this is me and Black Alpha's first time on stage. So shout out to Black. Let me, if I can zoom in. I ain't gonna be able to do that. A little bit. So he was there, stand on business, doing what he had to do. His first time, killed it his first time. Certified salute to Black Alpha. Black Alpha was there, standing on business, representing foundational Black Americans very well. Very well. Much respect to Black Alpha.
What up, now, Tariq?
Yeah. You know, Tariq, you always doing what he doing, standing on business. You can't see it, so I'm gonna move to the next one. Hold on. I'm gonna move to the next one. I love the people who bought this is I love creativity. That's one thing I really love. I really admire when people, do things and they're very creative with it. Like this sign just screams FBA energy right here. Don't y'all love this sign? They not like us, 1865. And y'all know the 1865, that's when foundational Black Americans won the Civil War, and then we got the 13th Amendment and everything. So we left the plantations. So I mean, it's just creative. It gets to the point. It's fun. That's a great see. That's that foundational Black American creativity and energy. And then she has the Black American heritage flag. That's a flag you see in my background in the videos right there. You know, so yeah, let me get to the next one. I'm not trying to. I'm gonna see. Okay, some more pictures. Let me see. This is Rico on stage.
No disrespect, but we kept in the door for all of these people to be totally ungrateful when it comes to us because people feel like anything we get, they have to get, and that's not what it is. Another thing people try to say as well, how about instead of going after the government, just go after individual entities and institutions that had you enslaved? Here's the problem. All of the institutions in America are based on anti-Black racism. I want y'all to really understand that all of them. The medical industry was based on anti-Black racism. They were experimenting on us. The banking system, they were putting in money to enslave us. The railroad system, we were doing the railroad system. We had to build the initial railroad systems.
Yep, exactly. And just to harp on that point real quick. Let me just harp on that point real quick. This is what we're saying when we say every single thing came from foundational Black Americans. Everything about America. And we really gotta get the history on point, and we really gotta harp on that because what they like to do is they like to mitigate and minimize what we did to. Well, y'all picked cotton. Y'all picked cotton. That was bad, but that did cotton didn't build America, and that's all y'all did was pick some cotton. So what do you mean you built America? There was clearly more to America than just picking cotton. We have to understand what our people did was first off, let's not belittle cotton. There was a reason the term cotton is king. There's a reason that term ever was created. Okay, so let's not belittle the significance of America producing 1/3 of the world's cotton at a certain point in time, completely generated by free labor. Let's not mitigate the trillions, yes, I said trillions of dollars America was making purely off cotton. Let's not belittle that, but we also have to understand um we were doing a lot before and during that time and after that, okay? As far as the tobacco, as far as the sugar, that's us as well too. Then as far as the buildings, because there was no towns here, there were no cities in America. They didn't come to America and see buildings and cities and towns and banks and hospitals they didn't have that. There was no White House in 1619 when they claimed that they started shipping us over here, or the slavery really started. That was not here. There were no railroads that were here. There were not really roads like paved roads like that. That was not here. All of these things, the infrastructure of America, all of that belongs to us. The medical system that originated with us. I keep forgetting his name. His name is, I think, is James Marrison. Is Marrison or Morrison, something like that. I forget his last name. Some people call him James or Jim. he was what they call the grandfather of gynecology because he used to experiment. He was a white supremacist who used to experiment on enslaved black women without anesthesia, even though anesthesia existed during the time he was doing that. But he taught in the medical profession that has been taught for centuries after him, and even still today, to be very, very honest, that black people are really not like people like that. So they really don't feel pain. So even they're screaming and hooping and hollering and everything like that because you're taking scissors and you just, slicing them open. But don't worry about it. It doesn't count because they're not people. They don't really feel pain like that. So don't feel bad. Just, grab a knife and just start cutting them open and see what you can find. And they were doing that, and they were starting to learn about the human body because the Europeans did not know really anything about the human body. Okay, we knew about the human body. We knew what healed the human body. We knew what prevented illnesses in the human body. We know that today, to be very honest, better now still. Just the average, to be very, very honest, the average foundational black American knows more about the human body than the average European or the average white American. And I'm gonna stand on that. That's my personal opinion. There's no statistic to back that up, but I'm gonna stand on that. That's what I believe. We know more about that. We knew more about that back then. They had to do all of these inhumane, immoral experiments just so they can get that knowledge. Okay. All of the hospitals, all of the insurances, because slaves were the collateral. So the insurances, the slave masters were paying the insurance, making their premiums just like you pay your car insurance, doing that. So that way, if a slave gets hurt or dies or something, runs away or whatever the case is or whatever, they could get money, like money, just like your car. All of that stuff in the corporations, the banks, and all of that stuff that stemmed from that, even indirectly, everything, every single thing in America comes from slavery, either directly or indirectly. Either directly or indirectly. That means that it either directly participated in slavery or it came about through slavery. If one corporation did not, it had nothing to do with slavery, but the thing is that they got a loan from the bank that owns slaves. So that's indirectly participating. The fact that you're in a city that was built by slaves and you built and have a corporation because an economy that is fueled by slavery, you are indirectly participating. So it's all either direct or indirect, which makes them all guilty. So we really have to understand all of the intricate details about how America was built, how America came to be. So we can really, really understand how much is owed, how much belongs to us, and how much credit we should really be getting. But so shout out to Tariq for harping on that point. I'm gonna get back to some of the pictures. Let me get back to that. Okay, I'm gonna take that out. I could play a lot, but I ain't trying to that much. This is Marcel. Marcel gave a speech, you know what I'm saying? Everybody loved what he had to say about it. You know how Marcel come with the politics and the statistics and everything like that. Very, very well educated. Very well educated because he's coming with numbers and facts and histories and all that stuff. And that's the sister who got a chance to. And I like the shirt to Reparations now with money in the bag, money bag right there. I like that shirt. You know, that's a brother Sage. Sage was in the back during the interviews. Shout out to Sage. He was, doing some really good interviews. He got the speakers and he got some people who are just, walking around and stuff like that. So big salute to Sage. That's Marcel. That's Black Alpha. You know what I'm saying? Standing on FBA business. As you can see, man, it was just uh a good family thing. This is Brooke, our sister Brooke, who was there working real hard, getting the rally put together. That's Big Daddy Kane. Great performance. Everybody and their mama loved his performance. Everybody loved it. It was a great performance, phenomenal. And then that's his son, and it's really good that his son got to come, not just to see his father, but to come and witness all of the on code energy there. So that's one of the best things about it. When the kids are there, when the youth is there, that's one of the best things. Let me get to some more pictures. Folks was dressed up, looking good. That's our brother Tariq and brother Reza. Standing there, Reza, y'all better leave. Reza went off, especially with the fact that Fauci was exposed for lying or whatever. Y'all better believe he went off, as he should. Let me see. That's him on stage. That's Ree. Look at me, that's me and Tariq taking selfies with the family right there. I put that on my Instagram. Actually, let me switch over to my Instagram because I only put one picture on here. So switch over to my Instagram real quick. Oh man, my Instagram, oh, it's always acting weird. Hold on, let me see. Okay. But look, okay. So this the Instagram. Oh, come on now. Don't do that now. Now I want to start. Okay. Okay. See, now you see what they doing? Just won't let me be great. But look, this picture is actually, that was a live picture. Sage took a shout out to Sage. He took the picture and it was live. So there's a and I'm gonna show y'all a little bit later. I couldn't take the picture like with it on Instagram, but the flags was waving in the background. I looked so heroic. I looked heroic. I looked presidential. I looked official. I was sharp. I was up. Y'all. I can't wait for y'all to see. Um. I can't wait for y'all to see that. How tall am I? I'm 6'1". At least I think that's the last time I checked. I probably might be taller than that, to be honest. Last time I checked was that, and that was when I was 18. I was 6'1". So that's just the number I've just been sticking with. Yeah, man. And then that's me on stage, if y'all can hear it. Can y'all hear it? Okay, I don't know if y'all can hear it because I can't hear nothing. Okay, I don't know if y'all can hear it. Okay, well, it's okay. All right. I'm gonna play a little bit. I'm probably gonna find something on YouTube. I like this one too. I wasn't even posing for this one. I didn't know anybody was taking a picture. I was actually getting ready to take pictures with other people, but it just looked like who or whatever. There was somebody yeah, can't hear. Nah, yeah, okay. I don't know why the Instagram. I guess Instagram's not letting me play the sound or whatever. But then, just me on stage. Then another picture of me and Tariq, both standing there looking like bosses, looking fly. And then that's the picture y'all just saw. Then that's me and Reza. This is before he got. Was that before or after? Don't matter. Me and Reza, solid brother, did a phenomenal speech. You know what I'm saying? This is me and Black Alpha and his wife, Queen Alpha, walking. We got our security around us. This is us walking to the back so we can do our interviews. Let me see. Shout out to Torian. That's me, Black Alpha and Torian, holding it down. Holding it down. You know what I'm saying? It was so good, man. I just didn't want that day to end. I really didn't. Um, this is me. This is us in the back. That's me. That's ZZ. That's her brother in the middle. So, shout out to them. They was in there. I love their participation. Them coming through, always representing the way as they should. As they should. Yes, indeed. it was just a great time, great energy, lovely energy, and everything went good. Everything went good. We didn't have we didn't have any problem that we couldn't fix. We didn't have any problem that we couldn't fix. If y'all was there before the event started, y'all, there was a one little thing because the crew was kind of being a little lazy, and they put the media stage too far back. So the media, because the media stage, they had their own stage where they could put their camera and face the rally. So they were too far back. So me and some other brothers had to pick it up, and they were some strong brothers, man. Shout out to them. Shout out to all the volunteers. You know, I'm gonna do my own special. The volunteers deserve their own special, unique shout out. So I'm gonna have my own like little program or video to shout them out because they was really helping. But we was moving. I don't know if y'all saw it because it was kind of early before everything got started. But the media platform was a little bit too far. So we had to essentially pick it up and walk it closer to the actual stage. As we were doing that, I'm talking about it's like at least 10 brothers. It was like four on each side. It's a big platform, four on each side. You know what I'm saying? 10, 12 brothers, right? So we pick it up and we walking it back. We picking up and walking in it back. And the board is like the platform got disconnected from the stand. Boy, and it's it took us a minute to get that platform back connected to the stand. We had brothers going under it, like looking, like it was like engineers. Then we lifting it up, and everybody's moving it around. But this is what happens when Foundation Black American Brothers, put their heads together and solve a problem. And it's because, and I like that moment. I almost would rather have that moment than have them put the stage where it should have been originally. And let me tell you why. I like that moment because other people around, their kids, their wives, the elderly and all of the other people who are around, they got to see brothers coming together to solve a problem. And it's these are the bonding moments when you're seeing people, Black Foundation, Black Americans coming together to fix, even if it's just to move a stage back, just to come together to solve any little problem to make the event go good, to make it go smooth. These are moments that really unify people. These are moments to show what we're here for. Okay. That's an important thing to me. So I would rather, to be very honest with you, I like the fact that that happened. Now, during the time, it was stressful, of course, but I like the fact that that happened because these are the things that people need to see. It's not we're just here for entertainment. We're here because we're solution oriented people. We're here because we want to change things, we want to participate in things, we want to solve problems. And even before the rally started, you have brothers and sisters just coming up like, hey, can I help? I'm like, yeah, you can help. Get on that side and lift up. Make sure you watch your fingers because I didn't want nobody to hurt themselves. But that's important, to see people coming together, not asking for anything, just coming together for the cause of just moving the stand. Just moving that stand just a little bit. Okay. Representing us coming together to solve a problem. I think that was beautiful. I love that. I absolutely love that. That was a beautiful thing. Now, of course, you gonna have a lot of people. You have white supremacists, and the white supremacists have been trolling the entire time. They were trolling the entire time. I thought I uploaded these. Hold on for a second. Okay. They never uploaded. I'm gonna show y'all some things. I don't know why they didn't upload. They've been I'm talking about the whole entire weekend. The whole entire weekend. It was, you guys didn't, Why are you guys just upset? Hold on, let me show y'all some pictures real quick. Some stuff real quick. Hold on. If it ever uploads, it was supposed to upload from the phone. Come on now. Okay. Look, I'm gonna show y'all. Hold on. Hold on. Where is it? Where is it? Like this. Oh, okay. That was supposed to be up there. Like this, right? Saying, imagine if you put this much effort into making your own money. Uh, the money comes from us. I want y'all to really understand the mind of the white supremacists is the fact that the money that we enslaved you guys and made you guys generate, that's our money. Go make your own money. Making our own money, you're rich off our money. This is our money. That was our labor that generated the money. Then you got other stuff like, and meanwhile, every one of my African friends and family, African friends and family members are making a wonderful life for themselves here in America. And he didn't even capitalize America. You put it's a capital A in America. Can't even spell. The difference is they don't view themselves as victims and see opportunity that America, oh, he fixed that mistake now. America has for everybody. Okay. The difference is they're not foundational Black Americans. They don't have that fight. They don't have that Mojara spirit. They don't have that warrior spirit. Not like we do. No diss, no diss. Because you had some non-FBAs who came there and they were supporting. They came there and they were standing on business and they supported. They was like, hey, I'm non-FBA, but I'm here to support. I'm here to show my unity with you brothers. And we salute them. We have absolutely no problem with them. Nothing but respect. But you're talking about, first off, I don't think you got a bunch of African friends and family. And then they don't view themselves as victims. The thing is that I'm gonna be honest. That's because a lot of them learn to just keep quiet and keep your head down and don't say anything and pretend that everything is everything and be happy. And this is one of the things I was saying in my speeches. They'll tell us doesn't matter how bad life is, doesn't matter how bad we make your life. Be happy anyway. Or at least don't show us you're upset. Don't show us you're ungrateful. And that's what non-FBAs do. They're not getting that from FBAs. And of course, you got other ones. Nice Gucci belt, dipshit. You stupid effing clowns are useless as black lifeguard in a winter. It's a black lifeguard in a winter. Okay. I mean, it's just being upset, being mad. But I want you guys to understand, if they're not mad, then that means we're not winning. The fact that they mad means we're winning, means we're doing something worthwhile. And it's important because we have things like this out here. We have things out here. Let me pull it up. Like this. And this is something I definitely wanted to talk about. And I have not gotten a chance to, but I'm definitely going to use this now because we got stuff like this out here. Pull this up. Hold on. I don't know why that thing. Okay. Computer, don't you start tripping on me. But this is the Oklahoma Supreme Court dismisses lawsuit of last Tulsa race massacre survivor seeking reparations. We only gonna read a little bit of this. It says the Oklahoma Supreme Court on Wednesday dismissed a lawsuit by survivors of the 1921 Tulsa race massacre, dampening the hope of advocates for racial justice that the city would make financial amends for one of the worst single acts of violence against Black people in the U.S. history that left as many as 300 people dead and a once thriving district in smothering ruins. The 9-member court upheld the decision made by a made by a district court judge in Tulsa last year. So essentially, this has been going on for the last couple of years, and they said, no, we standing on it. Y'all came back, and we still standing on the fact that we're not giving y'all anything. Y'all not getting anything, nothing whatsoever. So this is just them standing on, white supremacists. Then last year says ruling that the plaintiff. Now check this out. It says ruling that the plaintiff's grievances about the destruction of the Greenwood district, although legitimate, did not fall within the scope of the state's public nuisance statute. This is the definition of I'm white and I say so, and whatever the rule, it doesn't matter what the rules are. We make the rules as we just go along. I'm only going to read a little bit more of this. It says, quote, plaintiffs do not point to any physical injury to property in Greenwood rendering it uninhabitable that could be resolved by way of injunction or other civil remedy. The court wrote in its decision, today we hold that relief is not possible under any set of facts that could be established consistent within plaintiff's allegation. That doesn't make any sense. These people over 100 years old, all of the survivors over 100 years old, these are people who lived through what had happened. And it wasn't just an angry mob, it was the government who participated in the destruction, in the a literal race massacre, one, not just the only one, but one of the most well-known race massacres to have ever occurred, and not just US history, but the history of the world, where a government bombed its own people. This is not the first time, but the government dropped bombs on their own citizens in a country and had the survivors go to the Supreme Court, and the Supreme Court said, well, the way I see it, there's nothing we can do. There's nothing we can do. That's the way I see it. Now, getting this off the screen. There's a lot of stuff going on overseas right now. It's a lot of ugliness and stuff like that. And everybody wants foundational Black Americans to be involved. Everybody wants foundational Black Americans to weigh in, to advocate, to fight for other people's cause. Everybody's like, oh, we gotta fight for these people over here. I want you guys to understand. These people, the survivors of Tulsa, Oklahoma, had their complete lives, their futures completely destroyed. There's no amount of money that the government could give them that could repair that. They're over 100 years old. They don't have much of any time left. Even if, I want you guys to understand something. Even if the government gave them reparations, they wouldn't even be alive long enough to really enjoy the reparations or really do anything with it. You can't expect any of these people to be around 50 years from now. None of them will be. None of them will be around 10 years from now. They're already over 100 years old. Let's possibly. They're not going to be around that long. These people are literally at the very tail end of their life. At the very tail end of their life. That if you gave them reparations, they would essentially not be able to use it. And the government still said, no, we're not doing it. No. we're not going to give y'all anything. They don't want to give them anything because they understand how sensitive their power is. They understand if you give these people one thing, it's not like it's going to really hurt the bank. You give a few of the survivors one little thing, it's only a couple of them who are still alive to this day. It's only a handful. It's only a few people. They're all over 100 years old. There's nothing that they could really make a difference with this money. You might as well give it. So at least we can uphold the image that America is a fair country, that America has changed. But they don't want to do that because they understand that if you give them this money, that's going to be a major difference in the power hierarchy that they hold over Black society. That once you give these people reparations for what has happened, you have now opened the door and made it so much easier for the rest of them to come and get reparations. They are very, very aware of where the power dynamic lies. They're very aware with, if we do this, we won't be able to stop the next one. If we set the precedent right here, we won't be able to stop the next one. They're very aware with that. Now, as we're fighting for this right here, there have been people who have been bombed. They're just children in their house. Next thing you know, their house is exploding. They're walking outside seeing bodies all over the place. They're seeing men with guns shooting at each other at the sensitive ages of 8, 9, 7 years old. And they had to live through this for their entire life. Into an age where most people don't make it at all, and they're being told no. And yet all of the people who are talking about how unified we need to be to help the Palestinians, to go help these people over here, to go advocate for these people over here, none of these people are saying anything at all. None of these people. So anytime you see a Black, well, no, go free them and free this and help them and stand for this. And yet those people won't say nothing. Have you seen a single Palestinian organization, Palestinian group say anything about Tulsa? They was talking about Ukraine. Have you seen the Ukrainians say anything about Tulsa? They were talking about Asian. Remember to stop Asian hate? And all the Black people like, yeah, the black and yellow together. Have you seen the Asians? What about all the immigrants and the Hispanics that we gotta know? Keep them from Cajuns and let them come in, legal or illegal. Are they saying anything? It's always just us. It's always just us. It's always been just us. This is why showing up in person, this is why these rallies are so very important, because it shows you that um we're not here to sit here and be upset about it, that we're stepping outside and doing something, because we're going to have naysayers when they see it saying stuff like this. Hold on, not that. This saying stuff like this. I feel sorry for Black people chasing after reparations. They have Greenwood massacres and Tulsa massacres on film, and courts refuse their reparations. Black people believe in reparations because they believe the original lie that white man deep down is fair. History disagrees. This is why I had to make sure when I was giving my speech, I had to make sure I let people know, like, no, we're not trying to change the hearts of anybody. I made sure I said that because I knew people are going to be like, they're not going to want to give you reparations. Yes, we understand they're not going to want to give us reparations. They're not even, at this point, they're not even trying to play by the rules that they're trying to set. Because originally they were like, oh, it happened so long ago. If only y'all caught us earlier. It's unfortunate. You're too late. The Tulsa survivors are still here. Well, no, just no. So it's not. It's not a rule that they're following. They're just saying just no. I want you to understand, even though they just said just no, you still had so many people. You couldn't even count how many people showed up. You still had all of these people show up to the rally for reparations to say, your just no is not the correct answer. Your just no, we're not letting that slide. Your just no, we're not going to accept that. All of these people, and there's so much videos on YouTube, on Instagram, on TikTok, all over the place. All of these people here saying that, yeah, your just no don't count. All of these people are saying, yeah, your just no doesn't matter. Coming, look at this young sister right here coming to check. You need to cut the check. Look at this beautiful FBA sister right here. The kids are standing on business. They're not going to the courts and up there trying to convince anybody. That's one of the main things I wanted to harp in my thing. We don't need your permission to get what is owed to us. We don't need to change the heart and change your opinion of us and change your mind and have us see us as human beings. We don't need you to do that. You're going to cut the check regardless of what you think about it. You're going to cut the check regardless of how you see us or how you see the money or if you think it's right or if you think we deserve it. It's not up to you anymore. Look at all of these people coming up here saying that, yeah, your no don't count no more. See, and I'm glad to see all of these people showing up because it's letting people know the defeated ass mentality. The white man's never gonna give us anything. That stuff doesn't matter anymore. That stuff not gonna work anymore. We had a beautiful rally, and the next rally is gonna be better. We're only getting better. All of the naysayers like, man, what y'all gonna do, just talk about it on Twitter? No, people came from across the country. There was people coming from New York, there was people coming from Atlanta, there was people coming from Los Angeles, from Texas, from Chicago was in the place deep. There was people coming from all across America for one single cause, to say it doesn't matter what anybody thinks, we're not asking, we're telling. And that's a beautiful thing. Now let me open up the phone line. I really want to hear what you guys have to say about this. Yeah, New York was in the building deep too. Let me open these phone lines up real quick. Hold on, I got a few tabs open. Let me see something. See something. Come on, hold on. Give me 1 second, y'all. Yeah, that don't matter. It doesn't matter what people think. Okay, hold on. That's not what I meant to do. Why am I hitting the wrong button? I'm hitting the wrong button, y'all. Y'all give me 20 seconds. Y'all give me about 20 seconds. Okay, hold on. Setting up the phone lines. I really want to know what you guys have to say. First off, and you can call if you weren't there. I really want to give priority to the ones who actually were there though. So if y'all were there, I really y'all. I mean, call in if you weren't there, but I really want to hear from the people who were there. I really want to hear what you guys thought about it. Okay, hold on. Let me see. I gotta put this number in. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Let me see. Hold on. Where am I? Where am I? Oh, okay. I didn't even put the number up. Here's the number, y'all. Where's the number? Okay, here's the number, y'all. Y'all call in to this number right here, and we're gonna start loading you guys up. I want to hear what you guys have to say. My brothers, my brothers. I want to hear what you guys have to say, my beautiful brothers and sisters. The number is 215 600 4864. That's 215-600-4864. Okay. So make sure. Hold on. Let's see. Okay, you got it. We already got a caller on. Caller, let me see. Caller from area code 310. You're on live. What's your name? Where you're calling from?
What's up, Afro? It's Max. Can you hear me?
You said it's Nat?
Mac, M-A-X.
Mac. Where you calling from, brother?
I'm originally from LA, but I'm in DC right now. I'm literally at the Capital One Lounge, about to fly back to LA.
Okay. Oh, okay. So you were at the how you
Yeah,
feeling? How you feeling? What's on your mind? Talk to us.
I was at the rally, man. I was feeling good. I was loving the rally. Miss Vicky Dillard, she killed it, though. She absolutely killed it. That's how I gotta say it. Anybody from the rally, if y'all don't see nothing, see Miss Vicky talk. But other than that, we met, man, and yeah, you know, I was the PI attorney. We talked for a little bit. I know you was busy, but I just want to say we on top of it. I know they don't think we feel pain, but we on top of it. And other things, I listened to your broadcast about attorneys, so that's why I'm trying to my bad. I'm trying to make sure you guys know that we're on top of it.
Yeah. The attorney. Yeah, I said we need more on-code attorneys. I remember speaking to you about that. I remember that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
We need more
Yes, sir.
black attorneys that are on code. We got a lot of attorneys now that be all like, "Hey, I'm black, so I should get like this." They act like they should get some accolade for being black and being an attorney, and you shouldn't. You get accolades for being
No,
a
it's
black
not like
attorney
that.
who's doing stuff for the black community, for being like a Johnny Cochran. That's what you get accolades for, because you don't choose to be black. And you being an attorney doesn't do anything for the community unless you're utilizing your powers and your degree to help the community.
Yes,
So
sir.
no, you're not just going to get
Yes,
credit
sir.
for getting a certificate or getting a degree.
Exactly. And you know, I'm being strategic with it too, man. It is a hard area to maneuver in. You know what I'm saying? You definitely have to be strategic, because if you're not, they'll definitely destroy everything you got going. So,
Thank you, brother.
you know, we trying to, and whenever I see another one of us, I'll be on their ass too. And if they not on code, I'll let them know. Best believe.
I appreciate that. There's a lot of static on your end, so I'm gonna have to drop. You can call back maybe if you maybe you're on Bluetooth or something like that.
No, it's all good. It's all good. I'm at the airport. I'm at the airport. So
Oh,
definitely
that's probably
appreciate
what
you,
it
brother.
is. Well, thank you. I appreciate your
Yeah, I'll
call.
be tuning in though.
Thank you, brother.
Of course, of course. Yes, sir.
All right. And we got another caller. Y'all call up. Let me know what y'all is on your mind. Caller from area code 202. You're on live. What's your name? Where you calling from?
It's Gene from DC. How you doing, Afro Elite?
Brother Gene, how you feeling?
I'm feeling good. I just wanted to say you and Black Alpha, I mean, everyone was great and everyone was outstanding, but you and Black Alpha, y'all demeanor, the way y'all carry things, the way y'all represented for us, you brothers were phenomenal. It was an honor to be in you brothers' presence.
Thank you, brother. Hey, you did a phenomenal job, man. As far as the volunteer and everything like that, you stood on business the entire time. I appreciate you. Thank you so very much.
I told you anything for the family. I understand my role as a foot soldier for the family, and I respect it as well. I just wanted to make sure, I'm driving a little bit now, but I just wanted to make sure I called and give you your flowers. Brother, it was awesome. Nothing but love there. Everybody was on point. Everybody understood what the purpose for us being there was. You know, Vicky Diller did bring it in. I wanted to make one suggestion to Tariq if I ever get a chance to talk to him again. I wish he would have put Black Alpha right before Vicky or right after Vicky to keep that fire going at that time. But all you guys were excellent, absolutely excellent. And I can't wait till the next one. I'm traveling to the next one. Just have to make sure I let y'all know that y'all always loved, welcome, and safe here in DC.
Yeah. Thank you, brother. Thank you. Okay, there's still some static. Oh, I guess it wasn't him. I guess maybe the static is coming in on my end, so we're not gonna do. I guess we're not gonna do the phone lines down. Thank you, brother. Maybe it's because
No,
he's
thank you,
driving.
brother.
I'm gonna see you next
Yeah,
time.
it may be Victor driving. Yes, you will. Yes, you will. But be one, brother.
B1, brother. Hmm. I wonder what's going on. If it's static on the next call, I'm assuming it's me. But if that's the case, then we might wrap the phone lines up early. But caller from area code 443, you're on live. What's your name? Where you're calling from?
Hi, Afro Elite. This is Seven or Simone from Maryland. I'm from Baltimore, but I live actually in the DMV. However, I was calling because I was there. I got there late because I had an emergency wisdom tooth pulled. But by the time I got there, there was still a lot of people there. It was amazing. Big Daddy Kane did his thing. RZA did his thing. You did your thing. I came when you were speaking. You were just about, you had got on the stage and started speaking. I missed a few people. I'm mad about that, but it was beautiful. The energy was beautiful. It was nice just to see so many of us there with all the signs, and it was a few people that came in, with some shady signs with Black Lives Matter, and we didn't even have to say much, but we ran them out of there just with our energy. So it was a beautiful thing to see, all my brothers and sisters. That's all I wanted to say.
Thank you. Better late than never. I'm glad you did show up, and I know getting that wisdom tooth pulled. I mean, a lot of people probably would have took that day off after getting that pulled. But listen, we got sisters who got their tooth pulled and still showed up to the rally. Okay, talk about dedication. Get your tooth pulled and still showed up. Thank you, Seven. I appreciate you. I appreciate you for that.
You're welcome, Alfred.
I appreciate you. Let me there was another caller. I think the caller had dropped. Let's see. Did the other caller drop? Yeah. Let me see. I don't know if the static, I can't really check and see. I think that one was good. You can hear, but I can't take all of. Okay, so there is static. Now I guess hold on. So the static must be on my end. I'm not sure why there's okay. So what we're gonna do, let's just wrap the phone line. We're gonna wrap that up. Hold on. Let me just yeah. Because the static is clearly coming from my end. So the static is coming from my end. So we're gonna just wrap the phone lines up. We got a couple of calls. That's unfortunate. I don't know why. That's unfortunate. I gotta do something with this laptop. Yeah, I gotta do something with this laptop. But thank y'all. Thank y'all for that. Damn. I was really hoping we can keep the phone lines open a little bit longer. Thank y'all. The next one we're gonna have is in Atlanta, and it's gonna be a lot better because we're gonna be able to have food. We're gonna have food there. We're gonna be able to sell merchandise. Get a food truck, get some merchandise. They're gonna get some business. It's gonna be a lot better because DC really don't like us doing that stuff. Now DC didn't have a problem with the other people doing that, but DC really doesn't like us doing that. I want to thank every single last one of you guys for showing up because your presence means a lot. Your being there physically means a lot. The more people physically show up, it shows to people. The numbers, the head count means something. Okay. It shows to people that this is a real thing. It shows to people that we must be heard. It shows to people that our demands are going to be met because there are people who are willing to stop whatever they were doing. They are willing to take off work. They are willing to pay expenses to travel. They're willing to show up and participate in a rally for reparations. Okay. That means a lot to people that we're not just showing up for a family reunion, even though it kind of turned out to be that way. We're not just showing up for entertainment, even though there was, but we're showing up for a cause. We're showing up and uniting for the cause of dismantling the system of white supremacy. You being there means a lot to people. It means a lot to me. It means a lot to the youth. It means a lot to our ancestors. And it's going to mean a tremendous amount to the next generation and the generation after that. The next one, the next one's gonna be next year's is gonna be like a Juneteenth thing, probably the same. Like whenever Juneteenth is, that the weekend before. I'm not sure when Juneteenth is next year. Let me get to some of the cash apps. Once again, I don't know what's going on with the phone lines. I'm gonna have to get that checked out, and I'm gonna have to maybe update my laptop because it's on my end. There's no way we had 3 phone calls and it's all staticky, and that's on them. It's on me, but it's okay. Shout out to Dakotas Jenkins for the cash app. It says the Moors took the Moor. Then yeah, there was Moors who was kind of on some funny business. The Moors took shots at the rally, and the Hebrew Israelites were saying we're the last tribe of Judah and Horace. I think that's how it's pronounced. Not Foundation Black Americans. Yeah, yeah. You gonna have that. Yeah, you gonna have that. But shout out to that super chat. Yeah, you're gonna have that. Folks is getting upset, they getting pressed. You know, really, that we really no, we foundation Black Americans, and this is no disrespect to anybody's religion. You had a lot of people coming from different religions. You have folks, Christians there wearing crosses, you have Muslims there wearing hijabs, and then you had everybody coming from different areas, from different religions, because this is about the lineage. Okay, this is not a political based movement, and this is not a religious based movement. This is about a movement about lineage and heritage. Okay, there's a lot of different FBA Christians, there's a lot of different FBA Muslims, there's a lot of FBA Hebrews, so Hebrew Israelites. It's a lot of different people who don't have a religion, and they're all coming together. So that was a good thing to see that. But you always gonna have some hater be like, no, what you really got to do is you really got to no. Shout out to Stephanie. Shout out to Stephanie for the super sticker. I appreciate you, beloved. I appreciate you. Larry, anything goes. It says I live in DMV, in the DMV area, and it was great to see all. It was great to see you all doing your thing. It was great to do it. It was great to do it. Somebody asked me if I was nervous. Yeah, it is probably YouTube hating. You're very correct. It's probably YouTube doing that. If I was nervous, um, was I nervous? But yes, I was. I was. I'm not gonna lie to you. I was. I was. And it wasn't like nervous, like, oh, can I do it? I knew I could do it. I knew I could do it. But the thing is, I was nervous of not doing the job that I wanted to do. That's the only thing. I wasn't nervous of getting up there talking to people. I wasn't afraid of getting up there talking to people. I could have sat up there and I could have talked to y'all all day. The only thing that kind of was getting me is the fact that I know I had it to bring it home. I know this is essentially going to be a huge moment in my life, a huge episode in my life. And I'm not just doing it for me. I'm doing it for my family. I'm doing it for my friends. I'm doing it for you. I'm doing it for your family, your friends. I'm doing it for my future children. I'm doing it for their children, my grandchildren, future grandchildren, for your children, your future grandchildren. It's a lot of weight I put on myself to make sure I did a good job. That's the only thing, because I can get up there and talk. I wasn't stuttering. I wasn't I can get up there and talk. I wasn't nervous. I was moving around. I had no problem. I felt very comfortable. But the thing is that I wanted to do a 10 out of 10, and I was afraid of not doing that. I was afraid of being okay instead of great. I needed to do great. If I left that stage and did anything less than great to myself, I would have felt like I failed. If I did a 9 and I aimed for a 10, I would have felt like I let y'all down. And I would have hated doing that. I really would have. I would have. But you guys made me the way you guys respected what I did on stage, you know. Because as I was speaking, I was hearing the energy you guys gave me. It was like every time you did, it was like a boost to me, because there was times I was speaking, I didn't even expect, because you pause because for an applause. I didn't even expect applauses at certain points of my speech. I didn't even expect that. It was so much of that. I'm like, okay, when I see you guys' facial expressions, when I see you all's reactions, when I see you all nod your head or pump your fist, when I see you all clap, or when I see you or hear you say something, that to me is knowing that I'm doing a good job. To me, I feel that way. I feel like, okay, I'm not here for no reason. I'm not just doing this and I'm not supposed to be here. I'm doing this because it's not about me. I'm doing this for y'all. So I could feel like I did the best out of everybody. I could feel like I'm the best speaker to ever live. I could feel that way about myself, but it doesn't matter how I feel about myself. It matters what you guys feel. It matters how you guys felt. It matters what you all think. So my job was to go up there and give a service to you. And I wouldn't have felt good if you guys didn't feel good. And the fact that what I was saying was making you all felt good, that's what made me feel good. Not the fact that I get to be on stage and I get to hold a microphone and walk around and talk to a crowd of people. Yeah, I mean, that's cool. It's okay. It's cool. But the thing about it is the fact that you guys love that. That's what made it great. That's what made the moment. That was what the goal was. Is you all. You all were the goal. And then even when I left, I was still kind of like bringing it in. Like, wow, like everybody, the second I got off stage, everybody's like, "Oh my god, that was great. You did great." And all of the pictures I took, everybody shaking my hand, congratulating me. It was still like almost like when I left stage, I kind of didn't leave stage. It was like when I left stage, it was like a transformation, and my brain was still kind of processing me doing that. So I didn't even know how I felt about what I did. I was just like, thank you, thank you. I didn't know how I felt. I'm like, did I do a good job? Did I not do a good job? Even though when I was on stage, I did. And when I left, it was a weird little emotional thing. Like, damn, did I do it? I gotta wait to see how the crowd feels after the fact. And the crowd loved it after the fact. And soaking all of that up as the day ended. It was a thing where it's almost like it's difficult to process. It being your first time. It's difficult to really soak in and process. And after that, and when it was all said and done and everybody went home and I started to see, because I wasn't on Twitter the entire day. The entire day. Um and I started to see people's reactions when I left. When I started to see people, the pictures that people started sharing, like, I just took this picture with Afro Elite. When I started to see me on YouTube, on other people's channels, me in the comments section, them talking about me in the comment section, it warmed my heart because I'm all like, okay, I did you all well. I served you all the way you guys deserve to be served. Okay. I came there to represent for you guys, and you all felt like I did that well. So that made me felt like I did good. A chef can feel his dish is good, but if the people eating it don't feel as good, it's not good. So that's the thing for me. So thank you all for that. A lot of y'all are thanking me. I want to thank you guys sincerely, and I cannot wait for the next one. Once again, shout out to Tariq, because none of that stuff, absolutely none of it, would have been possible without our brother Tariq Nasheed. Tariq Nasheed, he is the reason. He's the reason why the first one went off, and he's the reason why the second one went off. And if we do it again and again and again, he's the one who's spearheading all of the rallies. He's definitely making all of our ancestors proud, leading or taking the initiative. It's not like it's a leader thing, but taking the initiative to move the needle forward. So I have absolutely nothing but respect for that man. Salute Tariq. Definitely. I honestly cannot put the words together to thank him enough, and to thank all of you all. Thank you guys so very much. I wish the phone lines was working. I really, really do. I really do. But I'm gonna have to probably reset my laptop. I haven't really been able to like reset my laptop and update it since I got back, so that's probably the reason. So I'm gonna work on that. But we are gonna be starting to adapt more calls. We are gonna be starting to adapt more calls as we, as we go on YouTube. So be looking forward to that. Also, you guys, thank you guys, but make sure you guys are following me because I just posted up some pictures, and then the after party spot. Shout out to Provost because that was the after party spot. I put that on my Twitter and my Instagram. So you guys should be following me on my Twitter and my Instagram at Afro Elite on Instagram, and then the Afro Elite on Twitter. And the links to both of those are in the description below. All right. Before y'all leave, please make sure y'all hit that subscribe button. Please make sure y'all hit that like button and hit that notification button. Double check, because you know they be hating. You know they be hating. Double check. Make sure you guys are subscribed. Make sure you guys hit that like button because that really helps the algorithm. Leave a comment. That tremendously helps the algorithm. Comment, rally for reparations. Even if it's a small thing, even if you comment B1, FBA, rally for reparations, just one little comment. That stuff helps. If I can make a recommendation, not telling y'all what to do, but if I can make a recommendation, comment rally for reparations, hashtag rally for reparations, because we're trying to make that hashtag like really go viral. So comment rally for reparations in the description. And now, with that being said, my brothers and my sisters, be one salute to every single last one of you all. And of course, you all have a good one.